Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well. Today we are coming at you with a new video trying out the new Too Faced Born This Way matte foundation. I have been super excited to try this foundation since I heard it was coming out. I picked it up at the weekend and I thought, let's sit down, do a full complexion routine using this product. Just seeing how it kind of fits in with my everyday go-to routine. If you guys have not already hit subscribe, then let's make sure today is the day that you hit that button and ring the bell so you don't miss any future uploads from me while we're at it. But yeah, let's get right to the video and let's do a little review on this Too Faced Born This Way matte foundation. So before we get into the foundation, I'm going to go ahead and just prep my skin for makeup. I've always done my skincare, of course, but we're going to just go in and give it a little bit of a boost. I'm going to be starting off with the Revolution Skincare Super Dewy Hydrating Essence Spray with moisturising cassia extract and cranberry seed oil. Because this is a matte foundation, I just want to make sure that my skin is super hydrated underneath. I have been trying this for a few days, I really like it. Also the Revolution Super Dewy Toner, which is part of the same range, like you need to check that out, it's so good. I'm actually going to do like a skincare routine soon as well, so I'll be sure to show you guys that and that. I don't know if I want to do like a skincare routine, if it's a morning one, nighttime one, I like get unready with me, like how I take my makeup off kind of vibe. Just let me know what you guys think in the comments. Next we're going to go in with the Urban Decay All Nighter Ultra Glow Primer. You guys know I've been really obsessed with this primer since it came out. I think it has actually became like my #1 primer out there. I really like it. I just love when it goes really kind of tacky and you know it's going to make the foundation stay really nicely. I actually wore this the other day as well, just with no foundation on. Well, with foundation on, but I just used like one pump and mixed it into the primer just to kind of even my skin out, and it looked really nice. So if you guys haven't checked this out, like really do recommend this. So yes, you know this is going to be like, I think, one of my favourite products of the year. Okay, so now we're going to go into the foundation. So this is the Too Faced Born This Way matte foundation. It is described as an oil-free, oil-controlling, waterproof, transfer-resistant foundation with 24-hour wear. It's an undetectable, super long wear foundation. It's infused with coconut water, alpine rose and hyaluronic acid, and it is a matte formula which is said to stay completely colour true, covering imperfections to reveal the all-day shine-free look of naturally flawless skin. With lightweight wear and coverage so undetectable, they'll think you were born this way. So, okay, so this is obviously not my first time using this foundation. I had a little sample and tried it out and I really liked it, so I picked it up. I really wanted to just talk you guys through the routine that I was using with this product, because I'm really finding that in the age of COVID, in the age of wearing masks, like your makeup routine totally changes. I get that people say if you're wearing a mask, don't wear makeup. Really? Because this boy is a full beat and we need a full beat at all times. So I've kind of adapted to a kind of makeup routine that works for me when I'm wearing a mask. So I thought I would share that with you guys today, and I thought I would include the new foundation just to show it up on YouTube. So the colour I picked up in the foundation is warm beige. It is a little bit darker than my natural skin tone, but I do wear tan, as you can see, so it balances out really nicely. Just please be aware when it first goes on, it's going to look a little bit dark, but when it blends out. For a brush, I'm going to take the Morphe JH12, which, as you know, is a really favourite foundation brush for me, and we're going to just start by building that up. This foundation is really good coverage. It does give you a really nice finish. Obviously, like I said, it is a little bit dark for me in my natural skin tone, but I do wear fake tans, so that is that. I was doing a phase of wearing face tan. You might have seen it in some videos, especially on my like TikToks and stuff, where my skin looks a little bit questionable, and I got a lot of people trolling me for it, but it was because I was wearing facial tan, and like I really like facial tan, but I think because I use so much like acids and stuff in my skincare routine, that when you are doing acids that are burning off layers of your skin, that the fake tan on your face is not really going to look nice after the first day. So I've kind of learned to accept that I'm going to just be applying foundation on top of my very pale skin to match my tan, but then on days when I'm not wearing makeup, I'll just know to put on tan the night before, and then I can just toner it off the next day. As you guys can see, we're getting a really nice coverage. I've only really had to put in like 2 pumps. It is a full coverage. I wouldn't say it is the fullest coverage I've worn, but it's a really nice finish. The thing is, it says it's a Born This Way matte, so I was expecting like matte, but it doesn't go on really matte, but I suppose I am wearing a glowy primer underneath, but I quite like that. That's like, I'm just going to jump back to the primer side of things and why I love this so much, is that I really like a full coverage. A lot of full coverage foundations tend to be a little bit more on the matte side, but I like a little bit of a glowy skin, so I really like to use the All Nighter face primer because I just find that when I do this, no matter what foundation I put on top, my skin's got a really nice healthy glow coming through, because often when you want a glowy foundation, you then compromise on wear time, long wear, that like transfer resistant and stuff. So putting the Ultra Glow primer underneath any foundation, I just think gives that a really healthy glow, but then you're getting that grip and you're not compromising on having to go down to like a less long lasting foundation. Can't get the words out, but we'll get there. As you can see, this is giving my skin a really nice finish. The foundation is a little bit matte, but it's really working nicely with that primer to give me the best of both worlds. So I've got a little bit of matte, a little bit of glow. I think it just looks really nice. Like, I really like the formula of it. It doesn't feel like I've got any makeup on. It doesn't feel heavy. It doesn't feel dry. It is a little bit on the sticky side, but I'm guessing that will dry down when we finish setting our makeup. But yeah, I think the colour is actually a really nice colour for when I'm wearing tan, so it's really nice. If this becomes a favourite of mine, I will invest in a more light colour for when I'm not got tan on, but realistically when I not have tan on, so who knows. Right. What do we think? Are we liking it so far? Hit me up in the comments. Thumbs up if you like the foundation so far. Right, I wasn't sure what I was going to do for concealer today because I wasn't sure if I was going to have to brighten up a lot or just stick to a more natural shade, but I'm going to go in with my Urban Decay Stay Naked Concealer in the shade 40NN, which is a light medium shade intensity with a neutral undertone, so it'll go really nicely with this foundation. So yeah, I just thought this would be a really nice tone to use because it's a little bit brighter than a foundation, so it can add a little bit of lightness just because obviously this foundation is super warm and quite tan for me, which is what I like, but what I don't want to do is then overdo my bronze and contour. I'd rather kind of brighten up a little bit and then keep the skin looking a little bit more like sculpted as opposed to heavily bronzed. I say that, but you know it's me and I like to be heavily bronzed, so we'll see how this actually comes about. Can someone please explain to me how we are literally approaching October and it's a heat wave? Like, I don't like being warm, you know this. This is not doing it good for me. So I'm just going with that same brush again just to blend my concealer out. I just think it looks really nice when you've got a little bit of the foundation that you first put down on your brush and you're blending out the concealer. It just kind of helps everything really blend together really nicely. Yep, and now that skin's looking super cute and I've got a nice kind of highlight. It's not quite the triangle of light that I'm used to back in the day. It's just a little bit of lightness through the centre of the face. I quite like it just for a kind of illuminated glow. Yeah, so far so good, kinda liking it. You guys know that your boy is a hardcore baker. I love a heavy bake on the under eye, but today I'm going to do something a little bit less because recently I've been feeling that my under eyes are starting to look a little bit heavy, a little bit dry, a little bit dehydrated, so I'm kind of trying to switch it up. So we're just going to take a little bit of the Fenty Beauty Pro Filtr Loose Setting Powder, which you know is my favourite, in the shade Butter, and I'm going to take a little MAC 240S brush, and rather than going in with like a heavy bake with like a damp sponge, I'm just kind of dusting it onto the under eyes and really pressing it in. I'm taking extra care to avoid going too high up into the areas that things would crease, and then I just like to kind of really work it in, almost going against the direction of any natural eye wrinkles. It kind of counteracts them and helps your under eyes look super smooth and super flawless, at least that's what I hope. I like to just make sure I've powdered around the brow area so that any liquid I use in my brows doesn't mix with the foundation and create a kind of waxy layer that just doesn't look cute, so we'll just do that as well while we're here with just whatever's left on the brush, and things will start to look super smooth and super flawless. You guys know I always like to highlight before I do anything else, just to set the kind of outer primer of my face in a highlight. I do, normally, but I think going into winter time, with the masks situation becoming the new norm, I think a move to a more matte skin is going to be the way forward for me anyway. So I'm going to just start off by setting my whole base. If you have never been to my channel before, or if you just don't pay attention to my videos, then you guys will not know that the Urban Decay All Nighter Waterproof Setting Powder is my like ride or die holy grail makeup product. I think it is so slept on. People do not know how good it is, but when I tell you this is the ultimate makeup setting powder, trust me, you're going to love it. So people ask me all the time, like, what is it you love about this powder so much? And I love the fact that, for one, for me, that you know I change my foundation colour all the time depending on what tan I'm wearing or how dark I'm going. This has just got one colour, so it's translucent, there's no colour to it, so it just goes on and sets. It makes your makeup waterproof, and I really find it does help with the whole, again, transferring onto face mask situation. It really just extends the life of my makeup and makes everything look super flawless. It kind of blurs out your pores. It makes everything look so nice. And it just really is like such a slept on product. I really, really like it. Obviously the foundation that I'm using is a little bit more on the matte side. So this on top, it is going to add a little bit more matte because it's just what it does. But what I like about it is it's not adding coverage. The foundation's full coverage as it is. This is not building up and going to a cakey finish the way a powder foundation would or whatever. This is just adding a little bit of extra protection, setting everything down just so that the makeup is going to look super poppin'. For bronzer, I'm just taking my Fenty Beauty Allan Ting bronzer, which has become a real favourite of mine lately. And I'm just going to take that just through the outer perimeters of my face. I like to almost kind of just swirl and buff now, so I literally am doing everything opposite of what I used to do. But I just like to kind of go around the outer corners and really kind of toast it. A little bit under here, a little bit through the nose. You know I like to do my nose snatcher in it anyway. And we're going to just make sure that the face looks super bronzed and super tan. I'm just going to go in contour now using my MAC Studio Fix Sculpt and Shape Contouring Palette in the light medium shade. There's no real technique to this. I tend to just take my brush through all three of the contour shades at once and I just do a little bit of a sculpt. I'm trying to not bring my contour as far in as what I used to. I like to kind of keep it more in the outer third now and just kind of keep this area here so that everything looks kind of lifted. So we're looking super cute and contoured. I need to actually always remember to do my ears. I always forget to do this part. And then I'm editing the videos back and I'm like, oh my god, Alan, like your ears are chalk white. Not today, I remembered. Right, all that's left to do next is we're going to do a little bit of highlight and a little bit of like glowy bronzer, maybe blusher. I'm going to take for my blush the Urban Decay Stay Naked Threesome. This is in the shade Fly. So the bronzer in this is quite dark, so I'm going to use that just to really look to like my final little tiny bit of contour. Just see like right here where I want a little bit extra shadow. I like this formula because it's not matte, but it's not as shimmery as like my beloved Revolution Bronzer Reloaded Long Weekend, which you guys know I love and I probably will use today. But that's got a proper shimmer to it. This one has just got a kind of pearlescence to it, so it's nice to do your darker contour with something that isn't as matte, just because it makes it look a lot more skin-like. And obviously, like I said, we're using a matte foundation, so it's nice when you're using a matte foundation to put on top of it products that maybe aren't super matte and are a little bit more, not dewy, satin finish. And then from that same little palette, we're going to take the blush. The blushers in this little palette are really pigmented, so just go light-handed, because I have made the mistake before of putting on too much too soon and it just looks too much, because I'm not a big blusher wearer, as you know. And I'm just kind of taking that. I used to always think blusher was apples of the cheeks, but I quite like the whole taking it up the cheekbones now and almost going for a kind of extension of your contour with your blush, but I just think it adds a nice kind of healthy glow to the skin. And it just puts a little bit of health back into the skin, because often when like me you can be all about that bronze life, everything can look really brown and borderline orange, and we don't want that. I've used it before but in my channel, but this is the Morphe Jaclyn Hill, this is the Morphe Jaclyn Hill JH06 blush brush. I really like the shape of it. I just think it's really nice for doing your blusher because it's got a slight angle and a tip, so you can really kind of control the shape you create with your blush. But I just want my skin to look kind of a wee bit more peach pinched looking. Like, I think it's just a really nice tone. And then I've actually not tried the highlighter from this yet, so I'm going to try that today. So I'm going to go in with some MAC Fix Plus now and just kind of mist my face just to melt all the powders into my skin. I'm going to go in and fan myself dry. I've got a new fan. Look at this, it's a cute little perfume bottle, you think? Oh no, 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 it's a fan! And it obviously it's cute because it matches the touch of blue in my makeup room. Really cute. Also got it in black because you know, why buy one when you can buy two. So I'm going to go in and highlight now. So we're going to go in with our little highlighter from the Threesome palette. And we're going to just take that right up the cheeks. And these are a really nice formula of highlight because they're not like frosty looking and they've not got a cast. See how it just kind of catches the light just really nicely. I really like to put a little bit of highlighter just right in between my brows now as well. I just think it helps my skin look super wet. And then I'm just going to tie everything together using my Beat Up Makeup Revolution Bronzer Reloaded in Long Weekend. My favourite kind of pearlescent shimmery bronzer. I will not insult you guys with a close-up of this because it is beat up, the lid's falling off. But the packaging doesn't matter, it's what's inside that counts, and this bronzer is just next level. So I'm just going to quickly go in and just kind of carve out my nose a little bit. And I like to just take a little bit just through here just to really kind of snatch the cheekbones. We're going to just give that a little second to set. So what I think I'll just do is jump off camera and do my brows, which I know I should do it on camera, but it's the same routine as I always do. So yeah, I'm going to just jump off camera, do my brows, and I'll meet you back here to finish the base. Okay, we're back and the brows are filled. I'm not going to do a Manny MU dance routine to a little song for that. So I'm going to just go ahead and clean away my bake now. So obviously I didn't do a heavy bake, I just came in and snatched the nose and carved out my contour. And just want to go in and kind of remove any excess powder. And then you'll see that my skin looks really nice. So obviously it wouldn't be a finishing off of the video without going in with my Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. And that'll be the makeup pretty much done. You could go in if you wanted to and do a little bit more powder if you feel like you're still a little bit dewy, but I don't feel like I need to. I really like how my skin looks. We'll just fan ourselves, of course. Skin is done, so I'm not going to do an eye look today because I'm going to go on and film an eye look right after this. So I wanted this to be a more in-depth complexion routine. So that was the kind of plan today anyway. So I overall think my skin looks so nice. It looks really nice on camera, it looks really nice in real life. It's very kind of, I don't know, like it just looks really skin-like. Like I know it's full coverage, it's full beat and it's matte. I need something on my lips. I'll be bougie. I'll do a lip later, but I'm going to pop on a little bit of Tom Ford lip gloss. This, Mark got me for my birthday and oh my god, I'm so obsessed with it. Packaging is so heavy. This is the Gloss Luxe in the shade Aura. And like the packaging is heavy and bougie and I just feel like I want to finish the look off with a little bit of glass on my lips. Smell of this is so nice. I'm really gonna do, I'll do another lip later on in my eye video, you see. This is the kind of makeup I do quite a lot recently. It's just not a big focus on the eyes, really nice focus on like the skin. Even my brows literally took me like no time, so I'm going to do an updated brow routine for you guys too, especially now with the new camera. I'll be able to film things a lot more close up without it going out of focus, which is why I tend to not do those sort of videos. But yeah, overall I really like this look. I think the Too Faced Born This Way matte foundation is a winner. I think it just looks really nice in the skin. I have been trying it out already. I have had a couple of days of sample trying it and I really liked it. What I like is, like, obviously if you're wearing a mask all day, like, as much as we'd love to sit here and say, oh, your mask, no makeup's going to transfer on it, that's not going to happen, it's impossible, you've got a mask rubbing it against your face all day. However, the formula of this I find really is great for like how it comes away in the skin. If it fades or anything, it doesn't go patchy, it just kind of, I don't know, it still looks like it's on, it still looks really flawless. I think it sits really nicely for a really long time and is really nice on a long day wearing a mask. You take it off and your makeup does not look a hot mess, it still looks nice. So yeah, I really like this foundation. I'm definitely going to be using this more often. I think I'll also be picking it up in another colour for when I'm not so tan maybe as well. So guys, let me know in the comments if you're going to try this foundation out. Also let me know if there's any other foundations that you guys want to see me try, because I quite like doing these kind of complexion videos and just kind of trying out foundations. If you're not already following me on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, you know the drill, they're all down here somewhere, so make sure you hit me up on those. Hit subscribe before you go and make sure you ring the bell so you don't miss any future uploads from me. Give this video a big thumbs up so that it helps me out. And yeah, I'm going to jump off here. I'm going to do a full beat eye look. Watch this space, hit subscribe so you don't miss it, and I will see you on the next video. I'll see you later guys. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!